Welcome, good evening, all of you here from my side. We start the new session with a new piece of energy, I should say. Let's go straight. We'll be discussing prepositions in this particular one, not only in this session, but also in the next one. Without any delay, let's go ahead. Starting prepositions. As always, during the practice sessions, I will show you questions because showing one question per slide may be feasible for both of us, but number of questions solved will be less. So let me show you 10 questions. You can analyze them the way you want, solve them all. I'll explain them all at once. We go ahead. Welcome everybody here. Uh, Anupam, Surya, and all of you here. Let's start. You go first. I'll explain all at once. Stage is yours. Welcome, Siddharth. Great and good going. Great responses from all of you here. Welcome. The way you have answered, whether answering separately or all at once. Siddharth, Anupam, Shiv Shankar, Loyalite, if I pronounce this. Almost there. Done. Siddharth, Anupam, Shiv Shankar, all done at once. Explaining in a minute. Okay, here we go. He has been suffering with fever since childhood. We've gone through this common line in the applications. I've been suffering from fever. Kindly grant me leave for 3 days and all. We suffer from a disease, not with a disease. When the session ends, we will learn something new with the word suffer, but right now, sufficient in the very beginning. Suffer from a disease. Insist is followed by the fixed preposition on. So why aren't you coming? Please, please, please come with me. Please come with me. She insisted on, and prepositions take ing after them. So she insisted on coming despite the heavy rain. Please explain this topic. No. Say this to me. He said this to me. He explained this to someone who is going to be the receiver of the explanation. Explain something to someone. Doubts, please? I'm not interested for joining the seminar. We are interested in doing something. I'm not interested in doing this or that. He jumped in the river. In is used for rest. For example, we live in India. Of course, we do. It doesn't show any motion point. But for example, that's the river. Somebody is standing on the bank of the river and he jumps. Since there is a motion involved, it should be to. I'm going to Delhi, to the river, and I'll be in the river. So it becomes into in the sense of movement or motion. Since the verb is jumped, it shouldn't be in, it should be into the river. I've not seen her since the last 2 weeks. 2 weeks define duration of time. And duration of time is not defined by since. Since shows the starting point of time we use for this. The train arrived to the platform. No. For the fixed positions where the train arrives or somebody arrives or anything such, arrived at the platform. The fixed preposition to show location. Congratulate someone on something. Once again, the fixed preposition. Throwing the stone now on the stray dog. On means on the surface of, like this. Being a teacher, let me exemplify. In the classroom, when some students are talking to each other and the teacher throws a piece of chalk on them. Hey, not on them actually. Why are you talking? Now, I won't be throwing it on you since we are targeting someone. Targeting at, pointing at someone, the fixed point like that. So not on the dog, throw something at someone, not on the top of someone. There is no shortcut to success. Where are you going? I'm going to Delhi. To. Going to Goa. To. Is that the shortcut to the mall? Is that the shortcut to this temple? Shortcut defines that direction. Maybe the abstract term success also, but the same preposition, because we are going there. We want success, not succeeded yet. So there is no shortcut to success. Words like last and next, they make adverbs themselves. Next week we are going to Delhi. No preposition before next week. Last month we bought a new television. Last year I went to South Korea. Next year I'm going there, etc. We don't use on next year, in next year, on last month, in last month, nothing such. He stepped out. We use out of as the fixed or compound preposition. I got 5 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Get out of this. Get out of the class. Get out of the class. Home is an adverb itself, and adverbs don't take prepositions. The same concept, 11 and 13. Yes, I'm going home. Please come back home. Spider-Man, no way home. I'm going home. He's coming home. We are coming back home. They are returning home. Swiggy. Get your favorite pizzas delivered home. Adverb of place. And adverbs don't take prepositions. And he put the letter not to his drawer, obviously inside the drawer. So in his drawer. You have a look at all the questions first. If there is any objection, doubt, query, question, feel free to say, explaining again if needed. If not, we go ahead. Let's go. Next. Feel free to mark if there is any objection, query, question. Anyone here and everyone here. Pretty good. Surya, done. And almost everyone here. You finish things off. I'll explain all at once. Siddharth, done. Surya, done. Shiv Shankar, I'll explain, done. ASKAR, done. Okay, I explain. The bird flew in the window. In shows once again, we live in India. Area, vicinity. Window is not too wide to hold a bird. Okay, maybe sitting at the window, but that's not the case of sitting. It's flying, showing motion. Then window is not an area. And we use fly over and such words in, not appropriate. Now, there's a bird in this room and suddenly it flew. Window is the medium. She went out. So through the window, just like the train passed through the tunnel, we passed through a jungle as a medium. Across and through, the bird flew through the window, the medium. They fought among themselves for the seat. Between is used for two, among is used for more than two, and they is used for more than two. No objection. Yes, no problem. All correct. Doubts, please. Exempt from doing something. He was exempted from paying taxes. Exempt someone from doing something. Married. With is correct, but it shows children, and that's not children. Yep, he was married with 3 children would have been correct. But doctor, that means the partner you're talking about, for which we use to. And marry is a transitive verb. I said marry, not married. Will you marry me? Is correct without any preposition. So marry someone, not marry with someone. Married, past participle adjective has to take a preposition in order to connect. The teacher was annoyed. At is correct. Annoyed with is correct. Fill the nuances. Annoyed at a situation, at some event, at a thing. Not for human beings we use annoyed at. That's annoyed with then. He was annoyed with the students. I'm annoyed with you, but I'm annoyed at this situation. Prefer, prior, elder, senior, junior, superior, inferior, posterior, anterior, prefer, prior and elder. These 9 words take the fixed preposition to, not then, in a comparative degree. She was sitting on the chair. Okay. Besides the table, besides. I remember beside, near, besides, in addition to, additionally. How can someone sit on a chair? Additionally, a table. We can't sit on a chair and a table at the same time. That should be like, she's sitting on the chair. See, beside the table, near the table. It shouldn't be besides, in addition to. It should be beside, near. The protesters blocked the road in protest to, in protest against. He divided the chocolates between his 5 friends equally. For 5, we don't use between, we use among for that. And for 2, we don't use among, we use between. We traveled by walk. By walk is not the correct phrase. Yep, we say by car, by train, by plane, by airmail, by credit card. But for walking purpose, it's on foot. On foot. The plane is flying, just like into is used in the sense of motion. Upon is used in the sense of motion. So fly above. No, it's fly over. Above is used for rest. Over is used for motion. Basically, we say there's a flyover, not fly above. So over the mountains to show motion with the verb fly. Lean on is correct, but not for the wall. Lean is to relax. Cricket, everyone watches. Doubts, please, if any. Everyone watches. Sehwag, Dravid, they used to play the whole day in tests and they were so tired, so they just took their bat, cross seam position, and they just relaxed on that. Somehow the weight got transferred somehow on the bat. So this position is on, obviously on the top of something, but just capture a photo of mine. In this case, I'm just touching the wall. For example, I'm not on the wall. On the wall should be somewhere there. This is called against the wall. Lean against the wall. Why against? Because my front is there. With the wall, it's not my front, it's my back. So I'm standing against the wall. I was leaning against the wall, always. Lean on the top of something, lean against. Accuse, the same preposition, someone of something. We accuse someone of something. Anupam, that's fine. You are not wrong. You are not wrong. Prefer something over, but I suggest, please trust me. I'm not saying this with my knowledge. I'm saying this with my experience. In competitive examinations, whether it's bank or SSC or state level exams or UPSC, CDS, they prefer to. Senior, junior, superior, inferior, posterior, anterior, prefer, prior, and elder. They take 2. You are correct. You are not wrong, but the preferable answer, the better answer is prefer something to something. Okay? You are not wrong, but just a better choice. Waiting for the doubts, if any. Yes. If not, let's go ahead. You're welcome. Next. Great responses, everyone. Siddharth, done and dusted. Anupam, done and dusted. Surya, done and dusted. Waiting for the others to finish and we go ahead. Shiv Shankar, done. Explaining in a minute. Okay. We abstain from the fixed preposition, refrain from, come on, stay away from all such people. Keep away, stay away from, refrain from, stay away from, abstain from. And from is a preposition, takes the ing form. I waited until she didn't. Until is a negative word. Why would it take not again? That's a blunder. Until she arrived. Announcement was made at loudspeakers. It was made on loudspeakers. At shows position. And loudspeakers is not a position. The announcement was made. It was made on the loudspeakers. Hotel is located in the bank of the river. Bank is I mean, it can't be located inside the bank of the river, inside the sand and all. No, no. On the bank of the river. That's a river flowing. That's the bank of the river. The hotel is situated on the bank of the river. The cat jumped once again. Motion, not on upon is a preferable choice. The manager agreed with the same concept. With is usually used for human beings. I agree with you. But for situations, things, conditions, agree to what you say. In the active, okay, I'm putting the concepts without any objection. If you have, feel free. Explain 39 again, explain 32 again. I will for sure. But I hope you remember, because we have gone through all the sessions in detail while we discussed grammar. Book comprises of 5 chapters. Comprises of. In the active voice, comprise doesn't take any preposition. In the passive, it does. The book is comprised of is correct. But active voice comprises of impossible. Consist of is correct. The English alphabet consists of 26 letters, not comprises of. You prevent someone from doing something. Prevent from doing something. From going outside by. He was born in a small village on the top of the hills. That's correct. If we were climbing the hills, it will be climbing up the hills. But there's a hill on the top of which, for example, there is a village. He was born in a village on the hills. No problem. All correct. They will arrive in the airport. Arrive shows location. I'm at home right now. At home. I'll be there at the airport at 3 p.m. For locations, we use at. Give it to me. Give it to me because I'm the receiver. So please send the parcel to my address. I am the receiver once again. Send it to my address as soon as possible. I've been waiting in the morning. For perfect and perfect continuous tenses, we don't use in, at, on. We use since and for. And since morning, I'm sure you remember. Starting point of time. The same again. Accuse someone of doing something, not for doing something. And he divided in. For change in state, we use into, not in. Divided into, classified into, converted into, changed into, transformed into. Done. In less than 42 minutes, we have discussed 42 questions. Feel free to ask if there is any objection in these 42 questions. We go ahead. Now the fillers way, we don't have options, consumes a lot of space. You can put the most appropriate option that you think. Jump on the sofa is not incorrect, but we have a better choice because it shows motion. We use I was sitting on the bench, which doesn't show motion. Motion means change in state, not just moving the body. They are dancing on the floor. They were on the floor. They are on the floor now. No change in state. On the floor, on the bench, on the table, the keys are on the table. But somebody shouldn't be jumping on the sofa like this, on the sofa before, on the sofa after. It seems like jumped upon the dog. The cat jumped upon the dog. He jumped into the river, showing motion and change in state. So upon is a preferable choice. Feel free. I will explain again. I hope it is okay. Onto will be different. I will explain. I'll show, not just explain. Onto is like this. Yes, if we are jumping from a higher position, which is possible for a cat or an animal, yes, you are correct. For human beings, usually no, but for animals, yep. We just wanted to show change in state, change in position. He jumped blank space the sofa. That means he's jumping, change in state. Yes, you are correct for an animal, not for human beings. Done and dusted from Siddharth, from Anupam, from Surya. Thank you. Madheshwaran. Waiting for the others. Vivek Pandey. Thank you. Hey dear. Naveen. Most welcome. Vivek done. Thank you. Waiting for Naveen, and I explain all these in a minute. Naveen waiting for you and I explain. Okay, I explain. uh, at the age of 7, I did this. At the age of 15, I did this. At the age of 9, at the age of 50, at the age of 17, etc. For that fixed point of time in the life, at the age of 9, 10, 15, 20, 25, whatever, we use at. So I did it at the age of. It was written, passive voice, by Mark Twain. I'll come. Let me show you a picture of the palace. The picture is of the palace. Can say at the palace, not here. Let's go there. I'll show you the picture at the palace. I'll show you the picture. Come. In the palace also possible. On foot. Please remind me in the evening. I'll come, huh? Remind someone of something, the fixed preposition. What are you talking about? You already know this. Talk about something. But discuss is not followed by about. Talk about is correct. Discuss about is not. That's a pretty good one. The next sentence has a tone of perfect tense. Will have made 1,000 euros or 1 lakh euros or whatever. Let me tell you the answer and explain it. Such expressions need by the time. By the time, by the time, by the time. Feel this in the native tongue. By the time I reached the railway station, the train had left. By the time I got the tickets and entered the cinema theater, the movie had started. By the time I realized by the time you brought me food, I had taken dinner. In the past perfect tenses. Present, future also. By the time he comes, we will have made all the arrangements. We will have made all the arrangements. So by the end of the next year, before the next year ends, we will have made 1,000, 1 lakh euros. Because if you say at the end of the next year, at shows the fixed position, just one point of position. So at the end will be like 31st of December. And in just one day, I won't be able to make, or unanimously, everyone won't be able to make 1 lakh euros or such. But yes, in a year, we earn money, that's possible. You'll have to wait. He'll be with you in a minute possible, within a minute also possible. Waiting for someone. I started in 2005. This is not perfect continuous, so putting since will be feasible here. I started in 2005. Past indefinite. I was born in 2005. Pay for something. I'm proud of you. So sweet of you. So kind of you. We write in pencil. I have taught everything we are practicing right now. One can go through the sessions, please. Writing in pencil. Maybe you say write with pencil. Siddharth is correct. Everyone's correct. And no preposition here after suffer. No preposition here in the 14th one after suffer. Prerna, welcome, hey dear. I said no preposition. How? Let me show you. If you have any doubt, please feel free to say, Sir, 10th, some insights. Prasanna, most welcome. Oh, that's so simple. For example, if I ask you, when did you buy the television? Sir, we bought the television in 2015. Look at the main verb. Started is the main verb here, not learning. I know this ing makes us feel like this is perfect continuous tense. Feel this. I'm saying this. I have been teaching since 2013. I have been teaching since 2013. 2013 was the time I started teaching and I have been teaching since then. I have been since. But when did you start teaching? I started teaching past indefinite, not perfect continuous. I started in 2013, Not I started since 2013. When we start, that's a fixed point of time in 2005, in May, in January, but we have been doing this since and for. I hope this is okay. If not, feel free to ask again. I will explain for sure. Read this first. Just random result on Google. Write in pencil. Writing in pencil is a classical, versatile way to put ideas on paper. Key aspects of writing in pencil, if anybody is not aware of this. And this is official dictionary. You know the name for sure. Suffer in the official dictionary of Oxford. For a disease, of course, we use suffer. From suffering at the hands, suffer from something. Yep, it does. No problem. We already know this. Now feel this one. Transitive. We suffer something, not the disease. Experience something unpleasant, maybe injury, defeat, loss. Suffer a stroke. Suffer a heart attack. Suffer severe injuries. Suffer huge losses. Suffer serious damage. Suffered a humiliating defeat. Suffered the same fate. It's transitive also. So yep, we are comfortable with suffer from, but suffer is a transitive verb also, taking its object directly. Clear? Write with pencil won't be correct. It makes us, okay, my native tongue is Hindi. In Hindi, it sounds good, seems good, but the logic is we use with for countable instruments. So pen is countable. Before next year won't be wrong. Before next year will not be wrong because before also takes a perfect tone. Before I could reach the railway station, the train had departed. Before I got the tickets and entered the cinema theater, the movie had started. Before won't be wrong. And trust me, hey dear, before is equal to by the time. They mean the same. Before is equal to by the time. By the time I got the tickets, the movie had started. Before I got the tickets, the movie had started. Or the movie had started before I got the tickets. Absolutely the same. Yep. Okay. So the time left is 5-6 minutes. Write with pencil won't be correct. It's always write in pencil. And let me show you one thing more. Write in ink. Maybe it sounds weird, but that's a fixed phrase. That's a fixed phrase. Write in ink. Prerna, please go through all classes of grammar once. I know you are attentive, you are phenomenal, no objection, but please go through error detection classes all at once. Grammar first, keeping the nuances of noun, pronoun, adjective, articles, verbs individually, and then combined practice will help us. Vivek, there are two ways to improve silly mistakes. Hello everyone, I think it is done. Let me show you the next slide, which should be the last slide today. Please go ahead. Doubts welcome. Vivek, on the next turn, I request you to tell me what types of silly mistakes are there. The last line is, it's like you are writing. No. I got you, and thanks for the smile. Thank you, hey dear. What about use till in the seventh one? Till in the seventh one. No problem. Till need not take a perfect tense but won't be wrong. Agree to what you say. That was an impressive or distinct answer. Till. New to me. Yep. No problem. No problem. We can't use a fixed time expression like at the end or in the end. Both these will be horrible. Say by the end, till the end, before, no problem. Yep. Done and dusted from all of you, but time is up. It's 6:02 right now. We'll explain tomorrow when we resume the session. So finishing things now, you were impressive. We solved some 70 plus questions in today's session. Feel free to ask if there is any objection. Finishing things now because of time, but resuming tomorrow at the same time here. We'll explain this slide first and we'll go ahead then. Thank you so much. Thank you, Surya, Anupam, Siddharth, and everybody here. Prasanna. Okay, see you pretty soon. Thanks a lot. Right.